Ways of Seeing was a documentary broadcasted in 1972, written by John Berger, an English art critic, novelist, painter, and poet. In Ways of Seeing, Berger discusses how paintings, images, and other visual works that have been considered appealing are copied over and over as a part of mainstream culture in modern times. The visual reproductions are used in a multitude of ways, either for monetary benefit, political stances, or social enjoyment. Their meanings are perceived through the context they're surrounded with. How viewers interpret the painting is based on expectations of art and past encounters with reproductions. Once the reproduction of an image has occurred, the image will never again hold the same meaning as it once did. It has not become useless per se, but the wave of nostalgia is lost upon the public when it has been copied and mundanely placed. For example, in random street art galleries throughout cities or in collages placed around office desks or on bedroom walls.
The meaning of an image is changed according to what one sees immediately beside it or what comes immediately after it. Berger explains this on page 123, explaining how when a painting or a picture has words in it or words below it or right beside it, it gives the audience an overall separate meaning of or interpretation of the painting. For example, in the Treachery of Images, it's a painting of a pipe, but underneath it in French it says this is not a pipe. So it gives it gives everyone an overall separate interpretation of the painting rather than just seeing it without the words. On page 126, Berger says what the modern means of reproduction have done is to destroy the authority of art and to remove it, or rather to remove its images with which they reproduce from any preserve. This painting by Vincent van Gogh, The Starry Night, is a great example of this. The actual one on the left is all dark, which is supposed to be the overall message of the painting, but the reproduced version on the right is nice and bright and colorful, so the reproduced version gives it a whole separate meaning, and as Berger says, destroys the authority of its art. And the last quote on page 127, the art of the past no longer exists as it once did. Its authority is lost, kind of like the previous quote. The Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci is a great example. The one on the right is the actual one, but the one on the left is a replica that looks just like it, so it destroys the overall authority and meaning of the painting. And then the one on the right is...